Yeah, lobster moments are cool. It's actually weird where you come up with some of these things from. I was watching Friends. My daughter loves Friends, so I was sitting there and watching Friends, and it was an episode where it was about Ross and Rachel and how that they're made for each other. And Phoebe described them as being lobsters. And according to Phoebe, and she's probably not the most reliable scientific resource you're ever going to get, but Phoebe had this idea that lobsters mate for life. All right, and that Ross and Rachel were lobsters, and then they walked around the cage with their claws together and all of this sort of stuff. So it got me thinking. I'll show you the episode now.
There, it's gonna happen.
Well, okay, now how do you know that?
Because she's your lobster.
Oh, she's going somewhere.
Come on, you guys, it's a known fact that lobsters fall in love and mate for life. And you know what? You can actually see old lobster couples walking around their tank, you know, holding claws. Like... You have to picture lobsters.
So it's a really cute idea, isn't it, that a lobster's walking around their tanks sort of holding claws and stuff. So it didn't sound very realistic, so I thought I'd have a bit of a look at it. And it turns out Phoebe was wrong, that lobsters don't mate for life, and female lobsters are a little bit loose and like slutting around a little bit. It's really weird. Female lobsters can actually mate with loads of different males, hold the sperm inside themselves until they're ready to ovulate and then produce thousands of eggs. So yeah, Ross and Rachel probably aren't each other's lobster, but Phoebe told it got me thinking about lobsters, and while I was doing some research into it, I sort of found out some really cool things. And the key to it that I enjoyed when I was doing this research is that a lobster's shell can't grow. The shell can't expand. It's not like our bones, it can't get longer. So what happens to a lobster is it keeps growing, it keeps eating and doing whatever it does, and it ends up filling its shell so much that it feels uncomfortable. And when it gets to the point where it feels really uncomfortable, it has to shed its skin and grow a new one. And I had a bit of a think about that as an analogy for stress Teflon, and it's kind of like that feeling of, you know, outgrowing your shell, that out of your comfort zone and feeling uncomfortable and feeling tense. It's kind of a great analogy for stress in modern day life. And unfortunately, what most of us do when we feel uncomfortable is we'll take a tablet or drink or eat or do something that's going to make us more comfortable. So when we have those difficult growth moments where perhaps we've got to have a difficult conversation with someone, or there's something that's going to be quite stressful, we tend to try and run away from it and avoid it. And I think that's part of the reason why we all have such a bad relationship with stress. So it got me thinking about the lobsters. And the fact that they need that discomfort to know it's time to shed their shell and to get bigger and grow, I thought was a great thing. But then what happens is the lobster, its shell's got its spiky, hard edges, and it's the thing that keeps it safe. So when a lobster sheds its shell, it's really vulnerable. So what it does, it goes somewhere, it crawls under a rock, or it finds somewhere safe. And I think we all need to have that somewhere safe we can go, whether it's, you know, with people we love or our safe place. And go there, and and the lobster can shed its skin, it's completely naked, it's completely vulnerable. And then it does a really cool thing. What it does then is it sucks in a whole bunch of water and makes itself about 15 or 20% bigger. All right, so it sucks in this water and appears like it's a bigger lobster, and then the hard shell grows over the outside again. So it almost fakes it till it makes it. It builds itself up, and then the hard shell comes on the outside, it's got its bulletproof vest on again, and off it goes. And it's a really cool analogy to think of a stressful moment in your life, that you can look at it and think, oh, this is terrible, this is awful, you know, why has this happened to me, oh, poor me, and, you know, everything's crap. Or you can look at it as, this is my opportunity to grow. And sometimes when you get that opportunity to grow, you've got to fake it till you make it a little bit, and that's kind of what the lobster does when he's under the rock. And then what happens is that the shell grows on the outside. It looks exactly the same as the old shell, same spots on it and same little spikes, but it just comes out of it a bigger, better lobster. So I think that the thing we've got to take out of the learnings from both Friends and Lobsters is that you've got to get that discomfort, you've got to go somewhere safe, and you've got to believe you can do whatever you're going to do, and then you'll come out of it a bigger, better lobster.